What's up, Double Lemon Gang? It's your girl Martine, and I'm back with another video. Before I get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to follow our channel. So, as y'all can tell by the title, I'm about to do a story time about how I dated two people at once, a boy and a girl. Before I get into the video, let me give y'all a little disclaimer because I know how y'all like to tussle in the comments. The story time isn't to like brag or anything like that. It's just to shed light on a couple things and just to give y'all some tea. But that was like the most stressful time of my life, and I don't know why I did that. Well, I know why I did it, but it was too much. So let's just get into the video. Y'all, let me tell y'all what's tea. All right, so this was, excuse me, I can't say it was like a couple years ago, but it was a couple years ago, but not too long ago. If y'all get what I mean. Anyways, so for this story, of course I'm not gonna give their real names. So her name is gonna be Ariana and his name is gonna be Ryan. So I was already dating Ariana. By the way, I'm bisexual, so I felt like y'all needed to know that for the basis of this story. So I was already dating Ariana, but Ariana was like a secret when it came to my family. I knew that my mom wasn't gonna be cool with it. I wasn't ready to come out. I just had like a lot of stuff going on, and I didn't know how to like explain it to my family at the time, and I wasn't ready because I knew how they were going to react to it, and I just wasn't ready for that. But I was really into Ariana, so of course I decided to date her anyways. So me and Ariana started dating. Stuff was going good. Boom boom boom. We ended up moving in together. Did we move in together too quickly? Probably, but the vibe was straight. Things between me and Ariana started getting rocky when I didn't want her to be a secret. Like, we would have like family outings and stuff, and I would want to invite Ariana, but I knew I couldn't. And that was becoming stressful for me on my part. Even though I talked to Ariana about it, she understood. I just never dated someone that was a secret. And I didn't like it. I didn't like the feeling of it. So it was really stressful. And every time I would go around my mom, she was always trying to like hook me up with somebody or just do the most. And I was already dating somebody, so I wasn't really, into no dudes at the time. So, but fast forward, I just bit the bullet and kept on moving. So, I started the police academy around this time, and I started the police academy, and I stayed like at the academy Monday through Friday. I slept there, and then I came home on the weekends. So while I was at the academy, I was with a lot of people from my agency, and I wasn't looking for anyone or anything like that. I was like really just focused on passing the academy and getting through with it, or whatever the case may be. And of course, I had Ariana, so I really wasn't checking for nobody. So I think we were like, I want to say 3, y'all, I feel like something's in my eye. I want to say we were like 3.5 weeks into the academy, and I really wasn't talking to anyone there except the people from my agency. And when they were already like, when they would be talking with their friends, I would just be by myself, which I didn't have a problem with. So one day I think we were coming from lunch. It was a while ago, y'all, so I'm trying to like remember as I go through the story. So I think we were coming from lunch or something like that. Yeah, matter of fact, we were coming from lunch. And we formed up, and there was this boy next to me, Ryan, and he was like, do I have anything in my teeth? And I was like, no. And I looked at my friend, I was like, oh, that was so weird. So, what happened? Yeah, and that was the first time me and Ryan had a conversation. And then while we were in formation, me and Ryan was talking about some more things, but I just couldn't remember what we were talking about at the time. So from then, me and Ryan just always spoke. I didn't even know, when we got back to class, I realized Ryan sat right next to me, and I didn't even know, because that's how I just wasn't checking for nobody. I really wasn't trying to make new friends or do anything like that. So I didn't even know Ryan sat next to me, let alone Ryan already knew my name before I even told him my name. Because, you know, usually we address everybody by last name, and he knew my first name. So I'm like, that's weird, but whatever. So from that day forward, me and Ryan started talking. While, you know, throughout the academy, we would start talking. Like, anytime he seen me by myself, he would come talk to me, and he'll like say, like little sweet stuff or whatever the case may be. So I think Ryan asked for my number one day, and I gave it to him, and me and Ryan started texting. So I told Ryan that I was already dating someone, that I'm dating a female, blah, 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 blah. And Ryan was cool with it. He was like, yeah, you know, I'm not really looking for nothing. You cool. I just like talking to you or whatever. And I'm like, okay, you cool too. Whatever. So me and Ryan kept talking, and we kept talking. And then things between me and Ryan started to get like serious. I actually noticed that, like, okay, I might actually have a little bit of feelings for Ryan. And that's when Ryan told me he had feelings for me. And we weren't dating. We didn't start dating yet or anything. We were just still texting all the time. And then like after class, we would like meet up and we'll go over assignments together and stuff like that. So, but when I would get back home on the weekends and be with Ariana, I started to feel bad. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what to tell her. Should I tell her what's going on, or should I just keep her in the dark? Whatever the case may be. So like the first couple of weekends, I didn't tell Ariana anything because I didn't know what to tell her. And at the same time, I think Ariana felt like something was going on, but I kept telling her like, no, nothing's going on. And at the same time, I was already stressed about dating her because I knew my family wouldn't accept her. So I was just in like a hard space at the time. So fast forward, I think Ryan asked me out, over the case may be, and I was like, okay. Why did I say okay? I don't know. I really don't freaking know why I said okay, knowing that I already had a girlfriend. So I'm not a horrible person, y'all. And I'm big on honesty. So that week when he asked me out that weekend, I went back home, of course. And I was with Ariana, and we went out to eat. Matter of fact, we went to TGI Fridays. And I remember the vibe was good. I ended up messing up the vibe because I just had to tell her about Ryan. So I told her everything about Ryan, but I didn't tell her that Ryan asked me out yet. So, I basically told her about Ryan, and she just, y'all, the look on her face, I just felt devastated. I felt so bad. So, ever since I told her about Ryan, it was just like, everything between us was just like, it was just really awkward, and everything between me and Ryan was still going good. So I ended up just breaking things off with her. But mind you, me and Ariana still lived in the apartment together because we recently got that apartment and we didn't want to break the lease. So we decided to still live together, which made everything so much harder. So now I'm dating Ryan, but Ryan lives like an hour. Is it an hour? I think it's like an hour and 5 minutes away from me. So I'm dating Ryan now, and me and Ariana, we broke up, supposedly. So me and Ariana was at that period where like I would leave the house to go be with Ryan because we weren't together no more. Like I would leave the house to go be with Ryan, but I can tell like she still was taking the breakup hard and stuff like that. So it was just like really awkward. Like she was doing her own thing too, but it was still awkward. And like we were still talking, but it was on like some high and by, some regular stuff. And then I think one day we decided to have a conversation about the situation. But that day I was at the police academy. I wasn't home for the weekend. I was at the police academy, and I think she came and see me, and we were in the car and we were talking, and she was like, well, you know, I really don't want to let you go basically. So if you want to date Ryan, I'm cool with it. And I was like, huh? She was like, yeah. So I'm like, you would be cool with me dating Ryan and dating you? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, at first I was thinking about it like, that's a lot. That'll be too much for me. Like, who does that? Like, that's too much. But then at the same time, I didn't want to really lose Ariana. So I'm like, well, shoot, if she's cool with it, I could be cool with it too. The only person I need to check with is Ryan. And one day, one weekend, I believe I was at his house, and he was like, he's cool with it. So I'm like, well, if they cool with it, okay then, I'm in there, we good. So, y'all, little did I know how stressful that shit would be on me. So, what happened? I'm like, fast forward, like going through the story like quick at the same time. So yeah, so I started dating Ryan and I was dating Ariana. So basically on some of my off days from work, some of my off days from work, I would be with Ryan. And then when other off days, when he would be working and his off days don't fall on my off days, I'll be home with Ariana. And everything was okay at a point, but then stuff just started to get like draining. It was just like, it came in the, like, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning it was fun. It was like, okay, I get to date both. It was exciting to be dating a guy and a girl. Yeah, in the beginning it was fun. For my older people on here, like, it was fun in both aspects. I had fun. So, but then it just got like really overwhelming. It began like, it was, even though I knew Ariana was okay with it, I knew she, like, deep down inside, it was really hard on her. For Ryan, it was really nothing. But for Ariana, I can tell that it was really hurting her deep down. And for me, I was just like, this is really a lot. But at the time, I just couldn't choose who I really wanted to be with. I knew I wanted to be with Ariana, but, excuse me, y'all, I knew my parents wouldn't be accepting of it. So I was like, maybe I should just be with Ryan. So I ended up, I did introduce Ryan to the family, and of course they fell in love with him or whatever. But yeah, it was just really hard. So I did end up having to choose, and I'll let you guys know by the end of the video what happened. So yeah, it started getting draining, over the case may be, and I was just over it. So I was really just in a relationship with both of them, but really deep down inside I was really over it, and I started having issues with both of them, but not really with Ariana, more so with Ryan. I kind of felt like he wanted me to be somebody that I wasn't, and that started like interfering in the relationship. And then I started to just think on stuff, and I knew that I wanted to be with Ariana more, because I knew for a fact I was like my 100% myself when I was with Ariana and stuff like that. But like I said, it was still a sticky situation for me, because at the time I still wasn't sure if I was ready to come out and let the whole world know that I'm gay, bisexual, whatever you guys want to label it. So time went by where I was dating both of them for a while, and it seemed like everybody just got cool with it except me. Like, I just got tired. I got tired of having to split my time with two people. I got tired of having to buy gifts for two people. I got tired of arguing with two people. It was just a lot. Kudos to the people that's able to do it, but for me, I couldn't. Baby girl over here was dying. So what did I do? So yeah, so I just started contemplating about things like, dang, who do I want? And deep down, I wanted Ariana. And I was gonna already choose Ariana, but something happened with me and Ryan. So if y'all want the story time on that, like this video, subscribe, drop in the comments if y'all want the story time of what happened with me and Ryan before I got the opportunity to choose Ariana. But that's basically how I ended up dating two people at once. I don't condone it. I would never do it again. Of course, that was younger me, but I know people do it. But so for the people that, you know, are cool with it, it's cool. But for me, it was really hard, and it's just definitely not my thing. Especially having to spend money on two people. That was not my thing. I like, it was, So, yeah. Thanks for watching my video. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please leave some stuff in the comments so I know if y'all want to see the story time about what happened between me and Ryan. And yeah.